Alright, welcome back to another round of playing the Wizards with myself. Saruman versus Radagast. This is the final round. This is the last turn. And so everyone over here untaps. And this is for all the chips. Now we threw everything we had at them. We gave it our all. And they're probably going to come back and do the same to us. So we need to be prepared. We need to go to a site where we can play a major item somewhere close by. I think that's probably going to be the Glittering Caves. Do we have the Glittering Caves still? No, we don't appear to. So we could go to Isengard for the red arrow. That's 3 strikes of 7. We could go to, yeah, I think that's probably the best site. I guess the Glittering Caves is in the discard. Okay, so back to Isengard one more time. Okay. We've seen so many cave drakes. I'm getting a little flashbacks. Wait, well, before we do that, I always get ahead of myself. So, who's got the Lure of Nature? Saruman does. I'm going to tap Saruman to attempt to remove this. And then Aragorn's going to tap to attempt to remove Alone and Unadvised. Okay. Aragorn must roll greater than a 6. He rolls a 10. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, and Saruman must roll greater than a 4. He rolls an 8. Okay, both roll 8. So, okay. Whew. All right, well, that was good. That's good news. And now Saruman is going to... Saruman's team, as I said, is going to head to Isengard to attempt to play the Red Arrow, and Aragorn is going to go to Dol Amroth to try and recruit the Knights of Dol Amroth, but he can't do it. Unfortunately, well, let's think about this. I don't have any way to untap him, so it's going to have to be Boromir, and it's going to be tricky. Boromir's got one direct influence, and he gets +1 from being a Dunedain, so it's going to be a tricky roll. It's definitely not guaranteed, but we're just going to have to see. We're going to have to hope for the best. And and then over here, any number of these guys could pull the red arrow. So this is wolves, right? Yeah, wolves. Okay. So Dwar could make this wolves have, what is it, an extra prowess? Yeah, Dwar could tap to give this an extra prowess, but not affected by minion stir, so that's a good thing. Oh yeah, this is gone. Okay. Alright, so, and then they're headed to Dol Amroth, which is in Belfalas, which from Lamadon it's adjacent, right? Yes, so Borderlands, free domain, leaving out of a border hold, going to a freehold. Okay. So that's what they're doing. This is what they're doing. They're going from Fangorn to the Gap of Eisen, so that's wilderness borderlands, leaving out of a freehold and going to a ruin and lair. All right, and I think we will handle Aragorn first. I'm more worried about this team. Can't lose Aragorn in this last round, although anything's possible. We do have 2 risky blows, though. That's a nice thing. Okay, so I also don't want to lose Saruman. But Quick Beam is a bruiser. He can help us out, for sure. Okay, so let's draw. Let's go to Dol Amroth. We can draw 1. Oh, the Woses. Okay, and we can draw 1. Okay, Lure of Nature. So, we can't play any hazards on them. We could play Hormorath. So we'll play Hormorath, and then we could play Lure of Nature, but they're not passing through any wilderness, so it doesn't make sense. So we'll just save those for the other company. And, yeah. We'll play From the Pits of Angband. That's what we'll do. Okay, From the Pits of Angband. Doesn't really do much of anything for us, but gets it out of our hand, and so they've arrived, and then we can draw up to 9. Okay, Ironhill Dwarves. Okay, And now we are headed to Isengard. And so the site path is Wilderness Borderlands. We're leaving out of a freehold and we're headed to a ruin and lair. We can draw 1, our opponent can draw 2. Muster disperses. Okay. Doesn't do us any good now. We can draw 2. Men of Lake Town. All right. Okay, here we go. So they have they have a hazard limit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, so we got 5 hazards in our hand. Well, and we can't play the Rain Drake. Sadly. So, yeah, this can go away. Okay. So let's start with the Cave Drake, and that's 2 strikes. Attacker chooses Defender. Okay, 2 strikes. Attacker chooses Defender. I will. I want to stay untapped with. I want to stay untapped with someone. So he's going to definitely attack my most important characters. So I will. Well, I don't. There's not much I get to choose. So who is he attacking? He's going to attack Saruman and Théoden. And right? Or should I go? Maybe I should go after someone else, so I make sure I don't hand them a point. Good point. Let's say Saruman and Gambling. Yeah. Or let's say Saruman and Éomer. Okay, Saruman and Éomer. Okay, so Éomer's going to tap, and Saruman was tapped. So Saruman is at 5, Éomer is at 3. And to be a 10, and Éomer's going to play Risky Blow. So that brings his prowess up to 6. So Saruman is at 5, Éomer is at 6 to beat a 10. Saruman. He rolls a 6, okay. And then Éomer. And he rolls a 5. All right, so Risky Blow came through, and we killed another Drake. Very nice. Okay, that's good. Other side. Okay, and now we're going to play Cave Drake with Dragon's Curse. And we get to choose the defenders, so I will attack Gambling with... I'll put the Dragon's Curse on Gambling, and then attack Gambling, and... I don't want them to... Gambling and Théoden. Okay, so Gambling's going to... So he is to... The strike's prowess is modified by 1. Okay, so only that 1 strike is modified by 1. So this is a 9 on Gambling, a strike of 9 on Gambling, which he's going to tap for. And then Théoden is facing a strike of 10. With Théoden, I'm going to play Risky Blow, so he's going to remain untapped, and I'll play Risky Blow so his effective prowess remains 5 to beat the 10, and then Gambling will tap to beat a 9. Okay, or I could save that Risky Blow for the automatic attack. No. Okay. All right, so let's do it. Théoden, 5 to beat a 10. Oh, and he rolls a 3. Oof. So he's wounded. All right. Body check. His body is 8 with the halberd, -1 with the rescue blow, so it's 7. Oh no! And he rolls a 9. Oh no, Théoden. Oh. Okay, he passes his halberd to Éomer. Théoden King. Théoden's down. Oh boy. Okay. Risky blows, that's what they call them that. And then gambling is 3 to beat a 9. And he rolls a 12. Okay, great. All right, okay. And that's all they, well, okay. And then we play Lure of Nature on gambling. And Lure of Nature on, let's just put it on Saruman. And that's it. That's all we have to play on them. So bring our hand back up to 9. Okay, and so we arrive, and now we have to make corruption checks. Théoden. Oh, poor Théoden. So now we have to make corruption checks. And we passed through 1 wilderness, right? Yeah, we were coming from Welling Hall, so we passed through Fanghorn. So, okay, Saruman faces a corruption check of 2. And he rolls a 7. Okay, and then gambling has, he has 6 corruption points. Yeah. So, good luck. And he rolls a 4. Oof. 4. Dang. So, yeah, so he's eliminated. And he leaves with the he leaves with the Palantir. Oh boy. Alright, the Palantir gets discarded, I guess. He's eliminated. He lost by 2. Oh man. Oof. Okay. Alright, where did I put the... Oh yeah, the Lure of Nature is here. Wow. Okay. Yikes. Maybe we should have stayed home, guys. Ooh. Okay. And so we've arrived. We've arrived at Isengard. They've arrived at Dol Amroth. Okay. Get our hand back to 8. Their hand is at... Okay. Hands back to 9. All right. And we're in the sight phase. Okay, so here we go. Do we dare enter? I think we can. I think we can try. So Hema just needs to beat... I mean, Hema's not worth any points, so either he gets it or he doesn't. So let's do it. Let's give it a shot. So we've got 3 strikes of 7. Quick Beam can finally get in the game, and so he's going to tap to face 1, and then I guess Saruman's going to be forced to face 1 with his prowess of 5 to beat 7. Should be okay, and then Hema will try and remain untapped. So that brings him down to 1 to beat 7. All right, let's see if he can pull it off. Okay, the one that counts, Hema, 1 plus 7. Okay, he does it. Quick Beam, 6 plus 7, or plus 6 is 12. Good. And Saruman, 5. And he rolls a 4. Okay, so then Hema taps the sight to play the red arrow. Okay, hooray. And then Boromir taps to attempt to play the Men of Lebanon. Nope, the Knights of Dol Amroth. What am I talking about? Okay, the Knights of Dol Amroth. Okay. And their influence check greater than an 8. He's got 1 plus 1 for being a Dunedain, so if he rolls greater than a 6. Then he rolls a 3. Oh no. Unsuccessful. Oof, that might have been the deciding factor. Who knows though? There's still those corruption checks to do. Okay. And so then now we're at the end of the turn. It doesn't really matter. We'll draw one. Okay, well, I guess it does kind of matter because we can still play cards during the council. So I'm just going to leave the sight cards in there. We'll get them out later. All right, last card is Hobgoblins. Okay. All right, so there we go. We're at the end of this turn, and we're at the end of the game. Time to call a Council of Elrond. Yep. So, if characters are left untapped, they can tap to help each other out with their final corruption check. Otherwise, it's just up to the die. Over here, that was quite a action-packed last couple of rounds. Okay, oops, yeah, no, don't untap anyone. Okay, and Galadriel, okay. So, let's do over here first. Okay, Boromir's corruption check. He rolls a 7. Okay, he's fine. Aragorn's corruption check. He rolls a 7. He's fine. Okay, Saruman's corruption check. He rolls an 11. He's fine. Okay, Éomer's corruption check. He rolls a 10. Okay, Haima. Alright, 7. Okay, so everyone makes it to the council. Nice job. And now back over here. Erkenbrand's corruption check. I think Radagast will tap to help him, right? Is he the one to do? No, I think he'll tap to help Gimli. Well, everyone can tap to help each other. Yeah, let's do that way. Okay, so Radagast taps to help Erkenbrand. Rolls a 12, no problem. Okay, Erkenbrand taps to help Gimli. Alright, 8, no problem. Gimli taps to help Radagast. Well, or I could use Nenya. Yeah, let's play Nenya. Galadriel will play Nenya. She has to make a corruption check, but that makes Radagast pass his automatically. Okay. So I don't know who tapped to help who, but it doesn't matter. Well, Bjorn, yeah. Okay, Erkenbrand will tap to help Bjorn. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, Galadriel's first corruption check for using Nenya. 12, okay, fine. Bjorn's corruption check. Okay, 7. Galadriel's other corruption check. 8, great. And then Celeborn. 12. Okay, super. So everyone makes it to the council, the free council. And now we just need to count up the cards and see who won. Okay, so as we've just seen, it was a very close game, very, very close, but Radagast won by a hair. By getting rid of their ally, we were able to double the value of Quick Beam, and yeah, if Gambling could have held on, I mean, it was really, really down to the wire. If Gambling could have held on and not run off with the Palantir, we would have beat Radagast. Terrible. But that means that Saruman is out of the double elimination tournament, sort of informal double elimination tournament that I've got going on right now. And so, yeah, we will not see Saruman again until I start a new one. But yeah, it had to happen, and Aragorn stuck around this time for the most part. I can't remember. Did he leave at some point, or no? Saruman left at some point. Yeah, corruption is still a problem. Corruption, lack of sages. I don't know what to do about that. It's tough. there's a big demand on sages. I could put Celeborn in the mix here, but then yeah, if they go up against this deck they just lost against, then Celeborn will likely be a starting character for that deck going forward. I think I might do that. So it's tricky. I'm not sure what to do about that. Yeah, we could maybe have Denethor. I've avoided putting Denethor in because he keeps you from being able to play Return of the King. But once you've played it, then Denethor can come out. So he might be a good character for the sideboard. He does have the Sage skill. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, this deck still needs some tweaking. Once we got rolling with the orcs, though, I mean, it's the thing is that once you're focusing less on resource accumulation and resource use, then you can really start humming with the orc deck. But yeah, by then your opponent may be really too strong at that point. So, and we gave them a lot of marshalling points trying to blow up their fellowship, and that didn't work. If we hadn't done that, we would have also probably won. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but we really gave it our best shot. Let's look at Radagast's side. Not much to say over here. Midway through this game, I went and looked at some rulings, some errata, some rulings, and I saw where they were saying actually that the prowess that you get from the weapon in your hand, the cap only is counted. The cap is accounted for first, and then things like fellowship or even Gimli's +2 against orcs comes later. So I kind of like that better, I guess, because it's very easy once Gimli has a weapon to sort of hit the cap. You get Gimli a weapon, you get fellowship, and suddenly his +2 against orcs doesn't matter. Then again, poor orcs. They have a lot going against them as a hazard. The dragons were great. They worked really well as hazards. I finally got this hazard deck kind of working really well, and I really definitely enjoyed watching this deck be so effective and caused my opponent so much trouble. So that was great, and we finally got Celeborn. We finally got the first couple of Lorien in and Galadriel under Celeborn, so that they're only using 6 mind or 6 influence. That was the dream I finally realized. So we got that working, and but we barely squeaked it out, mostly because of that tough final round. We would have been better off just sitting pretty. But then again, we needed to get through our deck, so it was a tough call. But yeah, great. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and if not, we'll see you in the next game. I got to figure out what that one is, but it'll probably be in my new place.